Hello, everyone. This is your journey of the hero. And today I am going to explain to you the spiritual journey that you are on and all the steps so that you know what you are navigating and what to expect in the next step and further in the future. I highly recommend that you get a pen and paper because I'm going to talk to you today about two very important things. So by the end of this video, you will understand the 7 signs of spiritual awakening, and you'll know the journey of the hero that you are on. You will know which step you are on now, what you are currently navigating, and the steps that lie ahead of you. So, first of all, I want to talk to you about the 7 steps of spiritual awakening. So, this is something I'm very familiar with, but I saw it worded so beautifully. There's a lady on Twitter called the Holistic Psychologist. I highly recommend you seek her out. So, she talks through 7 signs that you are having a spiritual awakening, and it's beautiful. So, I'm going to talk you through them now. So, number 1, you realize that life has a meaning and you weren't meant to be a human machine that works, then dies. How powerful is that? That is the first thing. We sit at work or we sit at home and we look around us and we think, there must be more to life than this. I'm not just here to do this. That is the first sign of your spiritual awakening. The next is that you realize your dreams, passions, and desires matter and that you are fully capable of realizing your vision, of living your vision. So you look around and you think there must be more to life than this. And then you think of all the things that you're interested in and realize that they are important. They aren't, the sideline to working your 9 to 5 or whatever it is that you spend your life doing, that they really matter and they're really important and that you're capable of living them. Number 3, you start to struggle with small talk or any social situation where you feel like you can't be authentic. And this can start to bring tension into our existing relationships. People that are used to us making small talk or gossiping or talking about the news or whatever, suddenly you're not playing the role they expect you to play, and it can bring confusion. It can bring confusion to your social circles. Number 4, you notice that much of what society calls normal is actually highly dysfunctional. You find yourself craving stillness, silence, and authentic connection. Give you an example. I was listening to Spotify. I love Spotify, and you can find me there. I've got loads of playlists. And I was listening, and the adverts came on, and one was for mental health support. The next one was about Botox for Christmas. For the Christmas parties, you should get some Botox. And I thought, wow, like to be in the frame of mind where you're changing the way that you look is normal in society. And then they're talking about mental illnesses and people having anxiety, perhaps around how they look. And I thought, wow, they really contradict each other. And there's a lot of that in our society. A lot of things that are considered normal are actually deeply unhealthy. And it can make us go within, it can make us want to be away from the world, to protect ourselves from the world, and to search within and find the authenticity and seek out those connections with people around us. So number 5, you're beginning to question your long-held beliefs and understand your thoughts are truth and you are not your thoughts. So the thoughts, I don't really like the way she words this, but because I did the rest word for word, I did this word for word. Your thoughts aren't necessarily true. The things that you think are programmed into you through your parents, through your school, through your church, through your friends, through your siblings, and they can be changed. You aren't your thoughts. You're so much more than that. And they dominate what we experience until we master our mind. So the thoughts aren't necessarily true and they can be changed. Number 6, you understand waking up in an unconscious world is scary, and it means relationships will change or end. This is where some people can cop out, for want of a better phrase. This is where people can say, no, I don't want to do this. And they go back to their old life. So, the Matrix, you got the blue pill and the red pill, and the red pill wakes you up. I think. And people choose to take the other one, the one that means you go back to sleep, because they don't want to lose their relationships. They're scared of change. Um, Change is scary, and it's scary because of all the work we're going to have to do, and things are going to be different. New relationships need to be forged, things that serve us, and the things that don't serve us, we can put effort in to try and uphold them with our new principles and outlook, or let them go. So a lot of work needs to be done. Usually fear is because we don't want to do it because it sounds like hard work. So this is where I urge you to really consider why, if you are thinking of giving up, why you are giving up, and to encourage you to think again. This is your chance. Number 7, this is the last one. This is 7 signs. You recognize that boundaries are what keep you safe, and you set them even if it upsets others. So this is to help you with the relationships that are going to change or end. You start putting up boundaries, saying no when you mean no. If you're a people pleaser, or sorry, if you are in a behavior of people pleasing, you're not that forever, a people pleaser. So if you exhibit people pleasing behaviors, if you do things out of guilt, if you say yes when you mean no, start doing what's authentic to you. If you mean no, say no. And this is the invitation for those relationships to change, and then to be more respectful of you. If you choose to stay as you are, you're going to continue to be pleasing people, even though it goes against what you feel. You're going to be saying yes when you mean no, and then feeling exhausted, or feeling exasperated, or feeling resentful. So that 7th one is to help you through those relationship changes. So they are the 7 signs that you are in a spiritual awakening. Have you experienced them? Which ones? All of them? Have any of them helped you? Share in the comments which ones have helped you. Maybe there's one that you didn't realize was a sign of spiritual awakening. So if you've any aha moments, please share them below. And now let's get on to the journey of the hero. So this is the journey that when you are awakened spiritually, you are being called into this journey, and either you're being called or you're already in it. So I'm going to go through the steps of the hero's journey. Which one are you on? Okay, so the first one, you're in your ordinary world. I call this the caterpillar. You're in your normal world. And then the call to adventure. This is the 7 signs of your spiritual awakening. You start looking around and thinking, there's more to life than this. I should be able to do what I love in my life, and I don't have time. I'm doing all these people pleasing behaviors, and they're not serving me, and they're making me feel really unwell. And that is your call to adventure, your call to deepen. Often when we get the call, we think about it and we say no. That's a part of the hero's journey, the refusal. Say no, thank you. The next step is you meet your spiritual mentor. You meet or connect with your spiritual mentor. It could be me, even if we've never connected. You watch all my videos, it could be me, or it could be someone who is in your workplace, who is on the spiritual journey of their own, but ahead of you, at least by one step. So they start to hold your hand, inspire you, guide you, and then you cross the threshold. You go, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. If they can do it, I can do it. With their help, I can do this. And then you start to be tested. You start to be challenged. You start to meet people who are like-minded. These are your allies. Or you start to meet people who you would call your enemies. Maybe these are people that you are friends with now who don't like the change. Maybe it's people that you come across and you think you connect with, and then you discover that you don't. So this is when you are challenged. It could happen in any number of ways. Right now it's happening with karmic relationships. And then we go into the goo. So caterpillar, goo, butterfly. We go into the goo. This is the crisis. This is when we're feeling the deep emotions. We're feeling anxious. We're feeling fear. We're feeling depression. We're feeling emotional, very tearful. We go within. We really want to be on our own. If we look at the signs of spiritual awakening, you're starting to struggle with the small talk. You want to be authentic. You find yourself craving stillness, silence, authentic connections. You're questioning your long held beliefs, and you can go into a crisis of sorts. And this is when the caterpillar is no more and the butterfly isn't yet. So it is a natural part of the process. If you are there, I feel you, I see you. What you can do is release. Release attachment to the emotions, release to the attachment to how things are going to go. Surrender. Keep moving forward, but surrender. It sounds like a paradox, but it's not. Keep moving forward with the flow of life and surrender. So you go through the goo, and when you come out the other side, and you do come out the other side, you're discarding the old. The things that used to work for you that don't work for you anymore will fall away in the goo. And now you start to navigate the world without these structures, without the resentment, or without the fear, or without the people pleasing. And you have your treasure. You're working towards your purpose. You realize that you're passionate about astrology, or you realize you're passionate about yoga, and you've learned so many things as well from being in the goo. The things that got you through your medicine are the medicine that can help heal the world for other people. So you have your treasure, and you're discarding the old, and you're stepping into a new role. So you were the caterpillar, but now you've shed the things that don't serve. You've taken on new treasures, and you become the butterfly. And then you take the road home. There's more to it than this, because once you're the butterfly, you're going to be challenged. You're learning how to fly. You're learning how to do things differently. You're no longer crawling on your tummy on the ground. You're up in the air, and there's all these other challenges. There's birds that want to, catch you and eat you or whatever. So there's new challenges. So you have your first challenge. And your first challenge shows you anything that you're still clinging to that doesn't work. And it's showing you how to use your treasures. And then in line with this, you start to reorder your life and take your place in this amazing new world. So that is the journey of the hero, and it's the journey that you're on. You can do this journey many times in your life. Where am I in my hero's journey right now? I've just gone through a whole new rebirth. So I'm actually hearing a new call to adventure now. I'm hearing a new call to adventure right now. So where are you on your hero's journey? How many times have you gone through it? Have a little think, and then you'll know kind of what to expect in the different parts of the journey. If you're in the goo, this too shall pass. It will get through this, and it will be a beautiful metamorphosis on the other side. So feel, release, surrender, and keep moving forward. So I really hope that helps you. I hope that helps you understand the journey that you're on, the hero's journey. And I hope it helps you understand the 7 signs that you're having a spiritual awakening. The 7 signs that, you may not have thought of all of them. You may not have put 2 and 2 together and seen these as your spiritual journey. And they are. And I really hope this helps you navigate it. So sending you so much love. This too shall pass. And I will see you again really soon.